My dudes, I have some very urgent news. The Normies from the Southern Poverty Law Centre have denounced the proud People's Republic of Kekistan. They say, a satirical religion with a frog-headed god has become a new favourite way for white nationalists to troll liberals while spreading their meme-driven strategy. Who or what is Kek? Just... I'm going to have to cut out so much laughter when I edit this down, I swear to God. You may have seen the name bandied about on social media, especially in political circles where alt-right activists and avid Donald Trump supporters lurk. It's usually brandished as a kind of epithet, seemingly to ward off the effects of liberal arguments, and is often conveyed in memes that use the image of alt-right mascot Pepe the Frog, Kek. If your arguments are so weak that they can be warded off by a meme, perhaps that's a problem that you have, and not a problem everyone else has. Kek, in the alt-right's telling, is the deity of the semi-ironic religion the white nationalist movement has created for itself online, partly for amusement, and as a way to troll liberals and self-righteous conservatives both, and to make a kind of political point. He is a god of chaos and darkness, with the head of a frog and the source of their mimetic magic, to whom the alt-right and Donald Trump owe their success, according to their own explanations. Now, I just want to stop you there. Have you considered that possibly white nationalists actually really hate the People's Republic of Kekistan? For example, when white nationalist Richard Spencer tweeted out, "Set our people free, #free Kekistan," his own subscribers were not happy. Stop. Please don't do this. Why? Gay. No. 100% autism. Delete this. Oh, that's one of ours. That's one of our guys. What are you doing? No. I like you, Richard, but Kekistan is a meme made to mock white nationalists, and it's really lame too. I disavow. Oh God, I'm sure I'm going to edit out all of this laughter. It's just... Oh man, this is just perfect, isn't it? This is just so good. In many ways, Kek is the apotheosis of the bizarre alternative reality of the alt-right. At once absurdly juvenile, transgressive and racist. That's transphobic. As well as reflecting a deeper pseudo-intellectual purpose that lends it an appeal to young ideologues who fancy themselves deep thinkers. It dwells in that murky area they often occupy, between satire, irony, mockery, and serious ideology. Kek can be both a big joke to pull on liberals and a reflection of the alt-right's own self-image as serious agents of chaos in modern society. Look, my dudes, I feel like I have to explain to you fucking normies, you disgusting, pus-riddled, maggot-infested normies, that white nationalists hate Kekistan as much as you do. Just so you know. That's something you guys both have in common. Most of all, Kek has become a kind of tribal marker of the alt-right. Its meaning obscure and unavailable to ordinary people, normies in their lingo. Referencing Kek is often just a way of signalling to fellow conversants online that the writer embraces the principles of chaos and destruction that are central to alt-right thinking, as it were. That could not be further from the truth. We have built a noble history and culture here. We are a proud people, and we will not be talked down to like this. We, in fact, are building things constantly, and you see them all the time. That's how you know who we are. We're busy building everything. We are the fucking nerds of the internet who spend our entire lives on the internet, and you are the ones looking at this thinking, wow, we've walked into someone else's back garden, haven't we? Yes, you have, and you're oppressing us. Fuck off. Constructed to reflect alt-right politics, the online acolytes of the religion in short order constructed a whole panoply of artifacts for the satirical church, including a detailed theology, discussions about creating meme magic, books and audio tapes, and even a common prayer, which I will read in full as is fitting. Our Kek, who art in mimetics, hallowed be thy memes. Thy Trumpdom come, thy will be done, in real life as it is on poll. Give us this day our daily dubs, and forgive us of our baiting, as we forgive those who bait against us. And lead us not into cuckoldry, but deliver us from shills. For thine is the mimetic kingdom, and the shitposting and the winning for ever and ever. Praise Kek. You know, there's a part of me that realises in like 3 years' time I'll turn 40, and one day I'm going to have to knock off all this tomfoolery. But I've still got 3 years, so fuck 'em. Kek adherents created a whole cultural mythology around the idea, describing an ancient kingdom called Kekistan that was eventually overwhelmed by Normistan and Kekistan. Yeah, the worst countries, to be honest. They are responsible for the genocide of our people. It's been happening for years. I mean, honestly, decades. I remember when the internet was a new thing. I remember getting blocked from message boards because I was trolling people. That's not fair. That's a form of oppression. I should be able to troll people to my heart's content. It's not insulting them. It's not like sending them insults or like abuse or anything. It's giving them enough rope. That's what it is. They created not only a logo representing Kek, but promptly deployed it in a green and black banner that they call the national flag of Kekistan. That's because it is the national flag of Kekistan, you fucking normies.
Normies, get out!
The banner's design, in fact, perfectly mimes a German Nazi war flag. Oh, no! Oh, doesn't, does it? Oh no! I'm sure the Nazis are going to be thrilled to hear that we're parodying their war flag. That must be why they love us so much. Oh God, I can't stop laughing. This is too good. The Kek logo replacing the swastika, because let's be honest, if the only thing that's worse than the swastika is the Kek logo. And the green replacing the infamous German red. Alt-righters are particularly fond of the way the banner trolls liberals who recognise its origins. I don't think you know what the alt-right is, Southern Poverty Law Centre, and it's your fucking job to know what these things are. Just saying. In recent weeks, alt-right marchers at public events plan to create violent scenes with leftist anti-fascist counter-protesters, have appeared carrying Kekistan banners. Others have worn patches adorned with the Kek logo. I do love me some IRL shitposting. And I tell you what, this is getting everywhere. This is getting absolutely everywhere. I'll show you some of the things that people have been sending me later on. Besides its entertainment value, I don't think... No, hang on, stop. What do you mean, besides its entertainment value? what could be the other point of it? The religion is mainly useful to the alt-right as a trolling device making fun of liberals and political correctness. A recent alt-right rally in support of advisor Stephen Bannon in front of the White House, posted on YouTube by alt-right maven Cassandra Fairbanks, featured a Kekistan banner and a man announcing to the crowd a free Kekistan campaign. Oh, thank God, finally the shitlord uprising is upon us. One of the leaders of the group offered a satirical speech. If the Kekistan people are here, they stand with the oppressed minorities, the oppressed people of Kekistan. They will be heard, they will be set free. Reparations for Kekistan now. Reparations for Kekistan now. We have lived under Normie oppression for too long, chimed in a cohort. The oppression will end, declared the speaker. That's note perfect. That's amazing. The main point of the whole exercise is to mock political correctness. An alt-right shibboleth, and deeply reflective of the ironic, often deadpan style of online trolling in general, and alt-right troll storms especially. It's actually to mock identity politics. I can't believe you hadn't noticed this yet. I mean, they are literally saying that they are being oppressed for their identity, and you misconstrue that as being mocking of political correctness. It's amazing. Certainly, if any normies were to make the mistake of taking their religion seriously and suggesting that the deity was something they actually worshipped, they would receive the usual mocking treatment reserved for anyone foolish enough to take their words at face value. Exactly. You either take us at face value and we laugh at you, or you don't take us at face value and we mock exactly what you say when you claim you're being oppressed for being a woman or black or whatever it is you want. So you cannot win. It's... Oh God, I love this meme so much. Yet at the same time, lurking behind all the clownery is the idea that alt-righters actually seem to take seriously, namely that by spreading their often cryptic memes far and wide on social media and every other corner of the internet, They're infecting the popular discourse with their ideas. For the alt-right, these core ideas revolve around white males. That's not an idea. The patriarchy, that's an idea that doesn't exist. The patriarchy is about as real as Kekistan is. Nationalism and race, well, nationalism is an idea that already exists, and race is something that is an inherent part of human beings. I do have some bad news, though. There are no black people in Kekistan, but on the other side, there are no white people in Kekistan. There are no Jews, there are no Pakistanis, there are no Indians, there are no Chinese, there are no Japanese, there are no South Americans. It's just 100% pure Kekistani ethnostate. And it's glorious. Especially underlying the belief that white males and masculinity are under siege. From feminists, from liberals, from racial, ethnic and sexual gender minorities. Okay. I'm not going to go into this now, but I'm just going to let you know, Southern Poverty Law Centre, they are. That's undoubtedly the reason. And one of the worst parts about this asymmetrical warfare that you've been engaging in against white males is that you expressly prevent them from fighting back on your own terms. And ultimately, that's what Kekistan is. Whether they really believe any of this or not, the entire thrust of the enterprise is to mock everything politically correct so loudly and obtusely and divertingly that legitimate issues about the vicious core of white male nationalism they embrace need never be confronted directly. The alt-right's meme war is ultimately another name for far-right propaganda, polished and rewired for 21st century consumers. The ironic pose that Kek represents, and accompanying claims that racism they promote is just innocently meant to provoke, in the end are just a facade for fronting a very old and very ugly enterprise, hate-mongering of the xenophobic and misogynistic type. I'm sorry, Kekistani women are just as oppressed as Kekistani men. All Kekistanis suffer from an equal level of oppression, so you really have to end this. And the Southern Poverty Law Centre is in the middle of doing this. This is the problem. You're just such unbelievable bigots that you can't help yourself but to oppress us. When will our people be free? But look at this. This is from Serbia. Kekistan is Serbia, that says. Fucking amazing. And do you know what I love about this? Look at the numbers. 12,000 people have seen this. I've only got like 10,000 followers on Facebook. This is like... It's actually kind of like getting to the normies. Oh yes, and Jordan Peterson is a confirmed oppressed ethnic Kekistani. And again, 15,000 people reached. I'm just saying... We've got intellectuals, academics, we have an international movement for the Kekistani diaspora. We will be free from your identity politics bullshit, one way or another, by any means necessary.